Tonight on The Edge, could we see another expansion of the UAW stand-up strike against the Big Three?
Union President Shawn Fain will make yet another announcement tomorrow morning. Fox 2's Dave Kinchin has the latest on the negotiations.
I think we're making a little bit of progress, not a lot.
The UAW's call for nearly 9,000 workers at Ford's Kentucky truck plant to strike could change that assessment for Ford Michigan assembly worker Dedrick Johnson. That and whatever else Union Chief Shawn Fain announces in his Facebook Live address Friday morning.
We were just waiting to see because we've been out here for almost a month straight, and we were the first ones to be shut down, so we're just anticipating good news to come.
Those analyzing the auto industry say the work stoppage at Ford Truck in Kentucky is a surefire game changer.
It's one of Ford Motor Company's largest plants. They build the F-250 and F-350 Super Duty, so those are the heavy-duty F-Series pickup trucks. They also build the Expedition and the Navigator sport utilities.
Alan Amici heads up the Center for Automotive Research in Ann Arbor.
Estimates could be as much as $500 million on a weekly basis in terms of revenue. So this is a really big deal.
Our Kentucky people, a lot of them came from here, and then they moved down there years ago. So they came and supported us in the beginning and through the middle, actually just not, last week. So, and now they're on strike, so we're going to support them too.
Ebony Kennedy normally works at Ford's Wayne facility, but has spent her time on strike running this donation center to support workers having a tough time living on just $500 a week in strike pay.
The need is really great. I see people coming in here, they're needed more so like your basic necessities like laundry detergent, dish detergent. Someone just came in for dish detergent. We didn't have any. If you look around, we just ran out of toothpaste. We had a whole bunch of tubes of that. Bar soap, bath and body stuff, and food in general.
Meantime, Fain and other top union negotiators battling Ford also met with Stellantis, where they are talking about EV battery production and other matters key to the rank and file.
Stellantis also has some large assembly plants that build trucks, which are also very profitable for Stellantis. So, perhaps those come into play as well.
There are also 13 facilities that supply that Kentucky Ford plant, including 2 engine facilities in Cleveland and in Windsor, feeling the impact of this as well. Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Calling on these companies to stop gambling with our livelihoods.
Workers at Detroit's 3 casinos preparing for a possible strike. Dozens of union members held a rally today before their contract expires Monday. Workers want better wages as the casinos bring in record profits since the pandemic.
Our people are doing the jobs of 2 and 3 people. And the casinos aren't doing enough to fill the positions that they still have open because the wages are not competitive.
A strike would affect 3,700 workers. Fox 2 reached out to all 3 casinos. They say they are dedicated to reaching a fair deal.
There's some folks that really need to look in the mirror over the next couple of days and decide, are we going to get it back on track? Are they going to try to pursue their own agenda? You can't do both.
More turmoil for the GOP in Washington. Steve Scalise has dropped out of the race for House Speaker, unable to shore up enough support. Scalise announced the decision this evening after a closed-door meeting with House Republicans. He would have needed about 100 more votes from Republicans who were supporting Jim Jordan for Speaker. The House is entering week 2 without a Speaker after voting to remove Kevin McCarthy.
Also tonight, Israel issues a strong warning to Hamas on day 6 of this war.
Free the hostages or lose all services to Gaza. Fox's Sharon Crowley has the latest developments.
Israeli Defense Forces releasing this video showing one of their units retaking a military post on the Gaza border. The violence in this war ongoing. Israel dropping bombs during more than 2,000 airstrikes since Saturday to try to destroy Hamas. 360,000 Israeli reservists have been called up as the army mobilizes near the Gaza border and prepares for a possible ground assault.
When it does come, it's going to be very bloody. It's a concrete jungle inside Gaza City, and when the ground war does start, it's going to be pretty bad.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel, sending a warning.
Hamas is ISIS, and just as ISIS was crushed, so too will Hamas be crushed.
Hamas continues to use civilians as human shields, putting civilians in harm's way to protect them, to try to protect themselves.
Israeli airstrikes are destroying entire neighborhoods in Gaza. Hospitals are inundated with patients and morgues overwhelmed. UN officials warn of a humanitarian crisis. Sean Carroll runs the nonprofit Anira that helps refugees in the Middle East. His work now focused on helping innocent Palestinians.
There needs to be, at a minimum, a humanitarian ceasefire for some time to allow humanitarian aid to come in.
Meantime, the number of U.S. citizens killed by Hamas has risen to 27, with 14 still missing. Families pleading for help, including Rachel Goldberg.
Hirsch is 23 years old. We know from 3 eyewitnesses that terrorists came and sprayed bullets into the bomb shelter and threw grenades into the bomb shelter, and that Hirsch's left arm was blown off.
Sharon Crowley, Fox News.
Dearborn police arrest a man making threats against the city's Palestinian community. Police caught the man today at his home in Farmington Hills. He allegedly made a credible threat on social media against Palestinian Americans. As a precaution, Dearborn has stepped up patrols near schools and all places of worship.
Also tonight, for the second time this month, a young child is shot in a home in Detroit.
Fortunately, in this case, it appears the 5-year-old will be okay, but it's once again highlighting the importance of gun safety. Fox 2's Camila Mary reports from the city's west side.
Gun locks, gun locks, gun locks. We give them out at every precinct.
It's the point Detroit police want to get across to every single person watching this story. Last week, an 8-year-old boy shot and killed accidentally. The gun unsecured, no adults home at the time. On Thursday, another child shot. The weapon unsecured, the parents not at home.
The boys found the gun up in one of their older brother's bedroom, started playing with the gun.
It happened around 2:45 in the afternoon in the 5200 block of Larchmont in Detroit. A 4-year-old boy shot in the face by his 9-year-old brother.
4-year-old, talking about a baby. Through his cheek into his left shoulder, and he's an incredibly strong little boy because he was up and alert and talking and didn't seem like he was all that phased at the hospital.
His 9-year-old brother talking to police.
He did mention to one of the officers that his brother showed him the gun before. So it's the gun's registered to someone in Southfield. We got to work through that.
There were older siblings in the home at the time. Police working to figure out exactly where they were during the shooting.
Oh my God, it's a tragic thing. It is. I don't know. I can't say because everyone handled it different, but I don't know what I would do.
Now, this is a gun lock that I just went in and picked up from the precinct here, the 10th precinct behind me. I walked in and asked for a gun lock. I didn't say who I was. I didn't have to fill out any paperwork. They handed this over to me free of charge. It's just that easy. Reporting on Detroit's west side, Camila Mary on The Edge.
And we've been talking about it all day. It was a really beautiful fall day, and looks like, though, that's going to change.
Yeah, we're going to get some rain moving in. Captain Rich Luderman has his eyes on the sky. Hey, Rich.
Friday night and Saturday, we are going to get some rain. And I'm going to show you why. Low pressure is now coming out of the Rockies, and you can see this swath of rain from South Dakota all the way over Lake Michigan. There is snow with this system here north of Denver into Wyoming. Snow not coming our way. For us, it's going to be thickening clouds tonight. There are going to be a few sprinkles, but most of what you see here over mid-Michigan and our part of the state is not reaching the ground. So, again, some sprinkles are certainly in the forecast for the overnight period. Look at the warm air just to our south. These are daytime highs today. 76 Columbus, 80 degrees down in Champaign, Illinois. For us, with splashes of sun, we made it to 60 degrees. Not quite as warm up around Newberry and for Houghton. So the numbers at the airport, 60 and 47. When you put them all together, pretty close to where we should be for this time of October. Look at the records, 84 and 26. Nothing like that out there tonight. A lot of us are near 50 degrees, give or take a few. 52 Ann Arbor, 51 in Howe. There's 47 in Lapeer, but the breeze is picking up from the north and east, and you can see that flow right there, and that's going to be the case for tomorrow and tomorrow night ahead of that low pressure area coming our way. Right now, 37 up there in Pellston. That's pretty chilly. 49 Mount Pleasant, 56 Toledo, 52 out to our west in Muskegon. You can clearly see low pressure is right here over western Kansas. 40 41 in Denver, 42 up in Billings, Montana. For us, 53. If you need a warm spot tonight, there's Orlando, Florida, 80 degrees right now. So watch our next system come at us tomorrow. Most of Friday is dry, but Friday night and Saturday, we are going to have wet weather. And then on the backside, it's going to be brisk and cool heading into Sunday. For the rest of tonight, perhaps a few sprinkles down to 47 on average. Tomorrow, close to 60 degrees, but that breeze from the east is going to make it feel cooler. Evening showers tomorrow into Saturday as well. Notice Sunday, Monday, brisk and chilly around here. And of course, football inside the big house Saturday, noon kickoff. That game is on Fox 2. It's going to be damp. How about this? You can always get the latest forecast. You can check it out on the Fox 2 Weather app. Download it for free anytime in the App Store or in Google Play.
It's so real, it's like you're there. The highly anticipated Taylor Swift Eras filmed concert made its first appearance in Michigan. Due to such high ticket demand, the film made a surprise showing a day ahead of schedule. Fans are excited for the show, and the Phoenix Theater's Laurel Park Place in Livonia is promising an unforgettable experience.
They basically transfer any vibrations from low frequencies in the movies directly into your chair, and so you feel that vibration inside of your chair anytime there's a low roar in a movie or an explosion or a boom, or in this case, any bass beat and bump that's inside the Taylor Swift concert.
I'm really excited to see this concert movie. I feel like it might live up to the hype of the actual concert.
She's just the best singer in the world, I feel like.
We're excited about this because, for the industry, I think this really is an event that's, it's an epiphany event where something happens that kind of changes the dynamic of things. And I'm really glad that people are starting to realize the full capacity of theaters now that we have digital cinema throughout the United States and around the world, and also have sound systems like Dolby Atmos that can reproduce a concert as well as this can, because it's really cool.
The theater installed the new sound system just for the show. The film is expected to be just as popular as the concert, earning a record $26 million in ticket sales revenue during the first 24 hours tickets were available.